Bum 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 bum.
So, hello everybody. Welcome back to the One Kwacha podcast. This is your friend, the host of the show, Kindwani. So, I'm here alone because, whoa, I had quite the week. I had some people hit me up and be like, where's the episode, girl? Are you alive? Is everything okay? The episode was missing, which I think was good because it's a testament to the consistency that people have gotten used to. And if you just missed one episode, then I don't know. It was heartwarming, but I am back and I'll try to get back to our regular programming. But I just had to come on here and let you know, the One Kwacha family, what happened. And, well, the week was quite eventful, guys. So I'm not even sure how much I can share. I'll have to be very general as possible because this might be a legal case. So I'm not trying to further implicate anyone or get anyone into further trouble or whatever. But, yeah. We usually start off this podcast with the blessing of the week, and for this week the blessing of the week is me. The blessing of the week is you. You never realize how strong or resilient you are till you're actually forced into a situation. So just take a moment to appreciate yourself for the times that you went through struggle. And I mean, struggle is relative. What could be easy for someone else is hard for someone else. So you came out of whatever struggle you had. Maybe you're going through it, but it'll end. That's something that's a lesson that I'm finding to be true each and every single, I don't know, not year, but it's just the realization that this too shall pass. It's not permanent. Once you think that way and know that, you just look forward to the end of the troubles and know that better times are coming. So that's really it, guys. You are the blessing of the week. You are that amazing person who persevered and got through whatever it is you are going through. And yeah, here you are. Look at you shining, prospering, glistening, glowing up. Look at you. A round of applause for you. I'm clapping. This is like an ASMR mic. It's pretty cool. Okay, that's uncomfortable. Okay, I'm having too much fun here. So it's just me. I just had to quickly come on and just tell you guys where I was. But I'm not sure if I can promise an episode this Thursday, but I will try my very best. So as of last Wednesday, Thursday morning, your friend Kandwani was evicted and is currently homeless. Anyway, so I had a roommate who, for just a bit of context, they've been waiting to hear back some news, and that just took a bit longer than usual, so they felt very frustrated. Not justifying their actions, but said roommate did consume some drugs to escape reality, for lack of a better term, and boy, did they escape reality. And the consequences, the repercussions of their actions affected several people, including me. And yeah, we had to leave the building. So this is where we're just packing up in the past week. It happened, I think, Wednesday night, and by Thursday everything just started like falling apart. But today is Tuesday afternoon, and I don't feel as terrible as I did. Like Wednesday, Thursday, it felt like the world is ending. But stuff is over. So my only lesson here is drugs are bad. I'm sure if you didn't know that, now you know it. But it's also a conversation about coping mechanisms that we did talk about in the Mamuna ni Mamuna episode with BK. So it's just like whatever it is that you're going through, it's a good practice to develop healthy coping habits, because who knows, this could have been a different story, guys. Someone could have died, but now, anyway, we're glad the person didn't die. But it's just like you never know what one little action could set a chain of events into, and God knows. Anyway, but thank you. I know people are praying for me. I wanted to shout out Kapumpe, Thank you for checking in for me. I mean, lovely listeners and everyone else who asked how I was doing. So, yes, that's what happened pretty much. So, it's also when you are in such a position and in need where you get to see the people who care about you, for lack of a better term, because I mean, then you realize the community that you have around you and the people who are willing to support you. But part of it was also me being like, careful who you tell or ask when you need help, because some people are just curious and then some people are willing to help you. And to be fair, I haven't told or I haven't been as forthcoming with everyone, and it's not that I don't trust people, it's just like sometimes you feel people are going through their own stuff and you wouldn't want to burden them, and you can try to solve it as best as you can. I don't know, I'm just rambling at this point, but yeah, there's just something about it. And you never know what someone is going through. Um, but I must say, Instagram was a nice escape from reality. Like, you have all of this going on around you, and you just log in and see other people living their best lives. And I'm like, yeah, go you. It must be nice to be having that meal right now and not being worried about the cops or who knows. Who knows what else. So this is just a practice that I thought of today, that it would be nice to have us do together. Me in the studio right now and you wherever you're listening to the podcast right now. So I just want you to take a moment and think of 3 things that you like about yourself. I know you weren't expecting that, but it's necessary. How often do we remind ourselves how great we are? I mean, not to be narcissistic, but you have to love yourself before you can give love to other people. And I think it's important that maybe off the top of your head, you know some of your 3 favorite things about yourself. It's easy to know these things about other people, but it's great to know them about yourself too. So I'm not going to say mine out loud because we're doing this together, but let's go. Let's think of 3 things we like about ourselves. It could even be how you look. It doesn't have to, well, it can be physical if you want. It can be like these traits that you have. But I find that people don't give themselves enough credit, and that's something that I want to change. So if you're great, if you have great people skills, if you make people laugh, if you're good with numbers, hey, that's something that counts. So I hope you were able to think of 3 things. If it took you a long time, please revisit this exercise. Please, because it's imperative. It's important that you can think of 3 things that you like about yourself. Well, now, the not so fun part. What are 3 things that you don't really like about yourself? And be kind. Chances are you've probably thought of these things more than the good things. But I have this instructor who's kind of like, a lot of people spend time focusing on what they're not good at and trying to improve that. But his approach was, why not focus on the things that you're good at and just improve on those? Because you already have a strong foundation. They naturally come to you. Why not improve on them? I'll be honest. I think I'm selfish. I'm a selfish human being. I mean, it's just self-preservation. I get it. But I am learning that maybe part of that now comes from this place where I wanted to make everyone happy. And now I'm just like, no, let me think of myself first. So I'm not trying to say we should justify our flaws or things that we don't like about ourselves. But sometimes you magnify them in your mind and they're not as bad as you think they are. I don't think I'm a person who's just like me and will cut someone off or play someone terribly to get something, but it's just that awareness that I am of value and I'm important in my life too, and it should be good for me to look out for myself before I look out for other people, because at the end of the day, instinctually, everyone's obliged to look out for themselves, unless you're a mom or you have a kid and you have this unconditional love, but I am yet to feel that, so I don't know. I can't attest to that. So, yes. Did you think of 3 things that you don't like about yourself? And now, have you really tried to work on them? Are you okay with just staying the way you are, or do you want to consider changing them? It wouldn't hurt if we had nicer people, so it's okay. And I mean, I struggle with procrastination. You see, I didn't want to share the three things I like about myself, but it's easy to talk about the things that I don't like. But yeah, just do it. Whatever it is that you want to do, just do it. Don't overthink. Don't talk yourself out of it. Yes, there's other people doing it, but you do it. There's space for everyone. So just do it. That's what I tell you. I mean, the Nike slogan logo is just so appropriate. When you hesitate, I don't know, that's something that I really hate when people do. This notion of waiting for things to be perfect, even starting this podcast for me, I mean, once I just started it and didn't rationalize or think of everything else that I needed, you just start and you learn the lessons that you need to learn as you go. And now I just feel like I held myself back for so long, and there's all these ideas that I'm excited to try. And there's actually too many ideas that I want to try because they now just all seem possible. All because I took the first step. So that's what I'll tell you. Just do it. Start it. If you want to cook, if you want to sing, if you want to just do it. I mean, life's too short to be full of regrets. And really and truly, I had this experience, and who knows, if you were to die, would you be satisfied with the life that you lived? If you're on your deathbed, given within the means that you had, do you feel that you did the very best of what you were given? Because I feel that's a fair question, at least something to think about when you live your life. I mean, we have bills to pay, life happens, but given your circumstances, did you do the best that you could? And if you feel that you've done the best, then yay kudos to you. And if not, don't feel bad or be remorseful. I mean, tomorrow is another day, another chance. Just do something that you enjoy, do something new. You don't have to go to South America to be living life. As long as you're doing things that you enjoy and make you happy, and when you are on your deathbed, yeah, within my means, I did what I could and I'm happy. I did not waste the life that was given to me. That is very important, I feel. Can you tell that I'm just faking this and like grabbing at the straws? Anyway, what are we moving on to? So we did 3 things that we like about ourselves. We did 3 things we don't like about ourselves. Whether we're changing or not. And where do you want to be? Where do you see yourself? So what 3 things, if we had to go 10 years, we could do 2 years, 5 years, and 10 years in the future. So where do you see yourself 2 years from now? That's short term. So 2021, oh my goodness. 2021, where are you right now? On April 2nd, 2020. Yeah. Are you just chilling? Are you in Miami? Are you in, God knows where, are you in Zambia? What are you doing 2 years from now? And then let's go into the future, 5 years from now. What 5 years look like? That's 7 years from now. So that's 2026. How old will I? Oh goodness, no. What will you be doing in 2026? And now, what will you be doing in 2029? Oh my goodness. Where does the time go? It's been 9 years since I graduated high school. And it seemed, when I was in high school, it felt like it would never end. It was just this endless cycle of waking up and going to classes. And now you look back at how that was over. And that's how life comes at you quick. Especially if like life is happening to you and you're not happening to life. Well, I mean, you don't have much of a choice in high school, but look at where we are now. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Is that right? Yeah, you want to do that? You should. Because you can do it and you should go for it. I support you. As long as it's not dangerous and will not harm you, or as long as it's not drugs, I support this vision of yours. If you don't believe it, I believe it and I support you. I'm just letting you know. Okay. So now, what are you doing to get there? So you want to be sipping drinks on a private beach 10 years from now, or who knows, you want to be seated doing nothing. Whatever it is, that's your heart's desire. You want to be like a race car driver. What are you doing to get there? Because it's the little actions that add up that will get you to where you're going. Are you doing what you should be doing to draw you a step closer to where you're trying to be? Are you? Are you, friend? If you are, good for you. If you aren't, you can try again tomorrow. So I'm not here to make anyone feel bad. It's just that tomorrow is always another day to try. And you may feel like you're on track and then you feel like you fall off. But as long as you don't stop trying, that's what's very important. Because look at me. I fell off. I didn't have an episode out on Thursday last week, but I'm here. Don't be thrown off and just like give up and stuff. You just pick yourself up, dust yourself up and go. But it's very important to know the power of cumulative action. And if every single day you take one little step, when that adds up, it will take you much, much closer to wherever it is that you're trying to go. And when you look back, you'll be able to see what the sum of all of your efforts were. And that's motivation enough to keep going to the next step. So even if you don't meet your goal by the 2nd year mark or 5th year mark, you just stop, readjust, create a new timeline, and move towards that. That is perfectly fine. So, yes. Another thing that you could do, I guess environment is very important, and I am realizing that. So, yes, you're taking all these steps and all these actions to get to where you're trying to go. Who's around you? At least the people around you that you can control. Do they inspire you? Do they speak words that uplift you? Are they affirming? Or do they make you doubt yourself? Are they negative? Who you surround yourself with is very important. And this ties back to talking and being nice to yourself, because in essence, you are surrounded by you. You are surrounded by your own thoughts. So if you're speaking negatively to yourself, of course you won't get anything done. If you don't speak affirming words, words of life, words that motivate you, girl, boy, guy, what are you doing? What are you doing? So, yeah, because I read this magazine that was kind of like, write down 5 or is it 10 of your goals in one piece of paper and like put a line down the paper to divide it. And on the other end, write down the names of the people you spend the most amount of time with, and try to match the group of people you spend time with to the goals that you wish to achieve. And if you're not even able to match up any of those people to those goals, those people can get you to where you're trying to go. I'm not saying the current group of friends that you have or people you know is bad. All I'm saying is sometimes if you're with people who think the same, how will you learn to think bigger or to think outside of your box? I feel it's very important that your circle of friends inspire you to do things. And that's one thing that happens if you're all comfortable and if you're just, there's nothing wrong with being comfortable too. People try to get shamed for that, but if you're okay with that, that works for you. But I just hate to see potential wasted, because I believe every single person has these gifts given to them. But what kind of people are you with? What kind of friends do you have? Because this for me was like, it should have clicked earlier, but I went to like this university transitional program college, and my grades weren't bad. I was doing fine, but once I joined the peer education thing and you're surrounded by all of these other smart people, there's that motivation to want to be smart too and do the things that you do. So make sure your clique is going where you're trying to go to. Make sure you're aligned. Because there's a Bible verse, how can 2 walk together unless they agree? How can you? And even if you don't do lots of friends, even if it's just you, then make sure you are aligned with what you want. You have to be a good friend to yourself. And then be good friends to other people and make sure people are being good friends back to you. Because that's very important. Because I have friends now who have opened up their houses to me. I mean, not that that's a measure of friendship, but when you just see how people are willing to be generous and help you, it's important what kind of support system you have. So I can't stress enough value on that. And even with this podcast, all the people who support me and give me positive feedback, I appreciate all of you. Dare I say, I love you. Sincerely, though, from the bottom of my heart. I hope all of you are fine and doing well. But yeah, this was just some reflections going through my mind. I'm currently apartment hunting and woo! If you live in Vancouver, it's quite the nightmare. But life goes on. 2 months from now, this will be funny. I mean, it's already funny. I'm able to make jokes about it, so that's what I like. I mean, growth, when you see that you're not scarred and just want to feel sorry for yourself. There's people who go through worse, and, I'm still alive. I still have breath in my lungs. I still have a job. I was able to go back to work. So, yeah, guys. I just wanted to check in with you and make sure you were fine. And, yeah, my message for you today is just love yourself. Love everyone around you. And accept yourself. Good, bad, ugly. You are you, the only you that's going to be there. So why not just enjoy it? Just enjoy it and own it. And it'll be fine. So, yeah. This is the One Kwacha podcast. I hope everyone has a good rest of their week. And, power through. Friday will be coming soon. Goodbye.
Bum, 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 bum.